Greetings, citizens. Justiguy arrived, and we need to decide our destiny. It just dropped me right in here. Take action. Okay. I've arrived, by the way. This is 100 Line Last Defense Academy. This is, I guess, the last branch of the slasher route, however it goes. You have to dodge this attack first.
Nozomi, stand back!
Alright, now, right now, this is definitely Yugamu, right?
Takumi!
I steeled myself and braced. Unless they're doing... Like, I feel like we can't be sure yet, although we probably can be at this point, that some routes are just totally incompatible with other ones. Going up against the power saw barehanded meant the odds were against me, but I still had to try. Summon your fucking sword. I punched the killer in the face with a tightly clenched fist. The killer recoiled for a moment, but quickly recovered and swung the power saw at me. Watch out, Takumi! I evaded the attack at the very last minute. The power saw struck the wall, the momentum making a deep cut in it. Stay down! I immediately struck back, but with the power saw in the way, my punches couldn't land properly. Damn it! After some tussling against the killer, I found myself backed against the window. I refused to go without a fight and decided to try a final suicide attack. I faced the killer, fully prepared to die with my next move. However, the killer took advantage of that brief moment of hesitation to kick me violently in the stomach. Boo! I was forced to my knees by the intense pain holding my stomach. Takumi! Stay back, Nozomi. I tried to get to my feet and stop Nozomi from coming closer. But the killer was faster, swinging the power saw in my direction before I could do anything.
No!
Is this the end?
What?
Final impact never came. I glanced at the killer and saw that they'd stopped just short of slicing off my head.
You... Why?
I wanted to ask why they had stopped, but just then...
Get away from Takumi!
Nozomi slipped around behind the killer's back without either of us noticing. The next moment, she kicked the killer with all of her might. The killer was sent crashing through the window and tumbled outside. The power saw spun through the rainy night air and slowly fell. Soon after, we heard the dull and eerie sound of it striking something soft and tearing right through it. So in this route, I guess Yugamu just dies, but we think it was him. We immediately ran to where the killer had fallen, where a shocking sight awaited us. You said it. The squashed and motionless body of the killer lay mired in a pool of their own gushing blood. The power saw was deeply embedded in their upper body.
The engine stopped. Probably because it went right through the body and got stuck in the ground.
Jesus!
The killer dead?
I don't know, but... by the looks of it...
I cautiously reached out for the killer's helmet and pulled it off. It was a familiar face that greeted us beneath the moss.
Yugamu?
He was already dead, but his eyes were still wide open. Having lost this much blood, it was unlikely we'd be able to bring him back. How does that work?
Yugamu? But why? Why did he kill Moko?
As Nozomi broke down next to me, I kept on staring at Yugamu's remains in astonishment. Shock and confusion had paralyzed my mind. I could only register my body becoming heavier and heavier as my clothes soaked up the falling rain. The others had woken up from the commotion and arrived at the scene only to be confronted by the grisly sight of Moko and Yugamu's dead bodies. No one knew what to think. I barely managed to explain what had happened. We split up to carry the bodies to the morgue and decided to call it a day. Why would you split up? You're in the same place going to... I guess Moko's is in a different place. Decided to call it a day there and then. Ugh, my head hurts. I woke up with a sluggish body and a pounding headache. I had gone to sleep cold all over from being soaked in the rain, and it hadn't done me any good. Don't want to do anything today. The only images in my mind were of the murdered Moko and the killer's true identity. My mind was faring worse than my body.
I just... don't want to think.
I pulled the blanket over my head and completely shut down. Praying hard that everything would turn out to be a bad dream, I spent the whole day curled up in bed. That was how the curtain fell on my 43rd day at Last Defense Academy. Very true, right? So, like, already morning, I sighed deeply after being woken up by the usual morning announcement. Are we gonna get to some social links or what? Wasn't a dream. The events of the night before replayed in my mind vividly. My body had recovered because I slept through the whole of yesterday, but my mind remained in a daze. I should go show my face in the cafeteria at least. I got up from bed and started getting ready to go see the others. Takumi, how are you feeling?
Huh?
Sorry, I was really down yesterday, but I'm strong enough to move around now. That's all fine and dandy, but it feels like none of us got much sleep last night, huh? Well, duh. How can we just get over the fact that Yugamu killed Moko? Taku? I mean... The shock is real. The killer was Mr. Omokage all along, huh? Tsubasa, what's the current life sign total? Let's see, it says 13. That's 2 less after losing Yoko and Yugamu, so it seems to be working correctly. You should always patch out early bugs before you get review bombed. What does it matter? Nothing can bring Moko back now. Kurata's words made my chest tighten. I knew how everyone felt. Of course, for them, this was the first time one of our friends had died. You might not believe me, but none of this happened in my future.
I was so determined to save everyone this time. But I couldn't protect Moko. I'm sorry.
Stop trying to shoulder everything yourself. You'll just become a sitting duck for the enemy. Indeed. Let us instead honor Lady Moko's memory by defeating those dastardly invaders. So saith the Holy Jumonji Sword. That's right, Mr. Sumino. Your time-traveling hijinks don't even come into play here. We should probably put the matter of whether we believe Takumi or not aside for the sake of unity. You guys. You see, stop wasting your energy on sad vibes and start figuring out how to keep us alive, you pathetic peon. Right, I'm feeling better now. I'll be fine to fight too. I'm going to see Moko. I need to say my proper goodbyes. Then I'll go with you. I haven't done that yet myself. In that case, I shall accompany you as well. I was a little surprised that Kurata was being so nice. She was probably worried about us in her own way. After all, Nozomi's virtue will be in danger if I let a deviant like you go anywhere near her with her. I can already see it. You were thinking you'd pretend to comfort her and just casually brush your hand across her. Weren't you? Scratch that. I didn't even have the strength to rebut her ridiculous accusations anymore. That was how Nozomi, Kurata, and I ended up heading to the morgue together. The air in the morgue was chilly. There were 4 bodies laid out there. Who am I forgetting? Oh, Eva. Eito, Eva, Moko, and Yugamu. Each body had been covered with a sheet, so we couldn't tell at a glance who was who. Moko, thank you for everything. After mumbling that, Nozomi put her hands together and offered a silent prayer. I put my hands together for Moko as well. I opened my eyes. I inadvertently met Nozomi's gaze. What do you suppose Yugamu was thinking? Did he really hate us that much? I don't know. Now we'll never be able to ask. Yugamu's twisted nature had been clear as day ever since our first meeting at Second to Last Defense Academy. Perhaps his perversion simply kept escalating to the point where he killed Moko, that carnal beast. There's still a lot about what Yugamu did that doesn't make sense to me, but he was a professional killer with an impulse to kill. Maybe that's why he killed Eva and attacked Hiroko and Takumi. Save your brain cells. You saw with your own eyes the killer was Yugamu. Are you doubting that now? Sorry, you're right. It's over. Well then, if we are quite done here, we should leave before the deviant starts getting any ideas. Can you stop pushing that characterization onto me? Yugamu's motives and actions were still a mystery to us. There were so many questions left unanswered. But we tacitly agreed not to pursue the matter and to just move on. Please tell me there's an actual route here and we're not just going to skip. Up and at them. Yawn, morning again. Time for another day of activity. First thing first, to the cafeteria. We ate our breakfast that morning like any other day. Nobody brought up Yugamu, and the mood remained calm throughout. Oh, that was disgusting. Excuse me, Jesus.
Huh?
Okay, what should I do today? I thought about my plans for the day while walking down the hallway.
Huh?
Is that Darumi and Gaku? That's an unusual pair. Hey, they're gonna be okay, right? I don't know, man. At least... Oh, yeah, there was something like this. At least, is that what Alpha L's doing all right? We're talking between just the two of them, but something seemed off. Hey, what are you guys up to? Whoa, oh, it's only you, Takumi. Couldn't you have just said hi like a normal person? I think I was being pretty normal. Anyway, we're not up to anything, okay? Good, all good? Bye. Yo ho ho ho. They hastily left the scene without explaining anything. Huh, that's really weird. Not that it matters, I guess. So I got two thoughts. One, I've been thinking about this since we got back on this path. One, this route is going to end with Takumi getting infected and going back in time somehow, which will then lead into this part of it. However, another way they could go, I can't decide if I want this or not, would be the Among Us route rather than a slasher route, for lack of a better word, would be a completely separate route that ends with that happening. And that's what triggers the slasher route, which could be an interesting way to go about it. And then, I forget, and then Hinako at some point will go back in time, I guess? I'm not sure. Hopefully there will be, because despite them obnoxiously explaining everything in that one ending, not all questions have been answered. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Not that it matters, I guess. Nothing much else happened after that. Day 46 drew to an uneventful close. Cool.
Up and...
Uh-oh. Is it what's-her-face?
Prepare to spend another day enjoying the ready to give you.
What the? That wasn't normal. Did the announcement bug out? Why do I feel so hazy? It felt like a thick fog had covered my mind. My body grew lighter and lighter. Felt like going back to sleep. What is it? I was brought back to the land of the living by the unrelenting ringing in my doorbell. That was a close one. I almost went out like a light. I hurried over to open the door. Takumi, good. You're still safe. Hitoko, what happened? What do you mean safe? No time to explain. Use these to plug your ears for now. Hurry. Huh? Earplugs? Without knowing why, I inserted the earplugs Hitoko handed me. Then she pulled out a notepad and scratched something down, showing it to me. You're under attack from an enemy who uses special sound frequencies to create illusions. Okay, no, this can't be the first time, because unless we just straight up never see the route where she goes back in time, which fucking whatever, I guess, but what? So the announcement just now. Oh, you can't hear me. Give me a sec. I borrowed the pen and notepad from Hitoko and hurriedly wrote out a message. What about everybody else? We'll go help them now. Just then, the alarm sounded. Hiroko was right. We were under attack.
Intruder, defenseman.
Let's go, Hiroko. She read the movement of my lips and nodded firmly. We slid up to tell everyone about the situation and how to deal with it. Fortunately, no one had been completely entranced by the illusions yet. Because our ears were plugged, we were in the strange situation of needing to coordinate an attack without being able to hear each other. Well, that would be really hard to do, huh? Go on. Yes, go on. No, don't hold back on my account. Please continue. Yeah, we're skipping this one. There she is. Ah, yes, okay. Is it time travel time?
I am Yuki of the Paladin of Charity.
Hello.
I was too late. You must have suffered so poor thing. Oh, I wish I could all over again.
Back to the beginning.
Every time I step onto the battlefield, I am filled with nothing but the deepest regret.
Rewound time and brought her back. This commander wasn't able to turn back time so smoothly before. He must have powered up too. What an annoying ability. We'll have to defeat him first then.
To battle!
To battle! You win. Damn right I do. Do we get two? A twofer? Okay, so we can't make Nozomi do it, sadly. So, of course, Tsubasa. It's all good.
It's done.
But wait, there is more. Right? You're gonna let me do the second one, right? Or is Vesh just gonna run in and take it? Maybe I should let Takumi have one, though. Is what a loser would say. Enjoy it. Hey, if I just rewound, like saved and went backwards, could I just...
It's done.
Is that possible? I'm sure I've thought about this before, but this would be like the spot to just drink them up. Or maybe it only works the first time? No, I think we figured that out at some point. Yeah, we freaking won. Let's see. 9. One more to be 10. Keep it down. Your broke boy voice is even more grating than usual. You fought with our earplugs the entire time. I know it was to stop the auditory attack, but it was exhausting. Yes, the holy Jumanji sword and I weren't able to hear each other, and it made for an agonizing fight. Wait, what? The sword can hear? Why didn't you let me enjoy the illusion? I wanted to see the happiest ending of all, where we all have fun killing each other.
Somebody shut this psycho girl up.
At any rate, it was Takumi and Hiroko's quick thinking that saved us and allowed us to react so quickly. Yeah, your experience of the future really saved us this time. Actually, this wasn't... Oof. Hiroko suddenly pinched my arm, cutting off what I was about to say. Does she not want them to know it was her idea? I mean, exactly. I remembered how this commander fought back in the future. A good thing we made it in time. If you remembered, why couldn't you have told us earlier? Maybe then I wouldn't have had to experience the nasty illusion of the assistant backhanding me when I tried to follow her into the bathroom. That wasn't an illusion. I'm just glad we managed to defend the academy without anybody getting hurt. Yes, it's up to us to fight harder now, for Moko. You guys must be tired. Let's all rest up. I'll see you tomorrow. We won the battle and parted ways in a friendly mood. Hiroko alone said nothing, and appeared to be thinking deeply about something. How did she know this commander used sound waves to create illusions? Was it another one of those secrets she couldn't tell me? Oh god, if one of her secrets was... I don't think so, but if she was a fucking time traveler the whole time, which we know is not the case, that'd be pretty lame. Would she ever take me into her confidence? I went back to my room with my heart feeling weighed down. I was so tired that I fell clean asleep before long. Delightfully devilish, as they say. And we stayed asleep for days and days, or, you know, at least 2 days, kind of. A day and a half, I don't know, give or take. Today, as always, I had to be doing whatever I could. I couldn't afford to sit around and be idle. Where is she? Well, if she wants to talk like that, then I suppose there's no helping it. Let us get to some gift giving. I don't wanna. I don't have much of a choice. Co-snacks. Ooh, I might need to go make a run for, stuff. I know I have. I'm pretty awesome like that. Tell us more about you and your sword, Kyoshika.
I wish to speak of great things with you, Sir Takumi. Pardon me? The type of person I like? That is a very awkward question. Perhaps someone sporty? Like a prince of the tennis court or a phantom basketball player? Oh, I have a thing for slightly risky men, too. The type who would take cheap shots at other players or punch a teacher for changing the girl's uniform. I think Momotaro had a super sexy sword form, too. And I dream of being roughed up by warlord Maeda Keiji.
Damn, girl!
But when it comes to swordsmanship, there are plenty of Meiji samurai that are totally untouchable. And a certain nine-tailed fox ninja.
No,
my
no.
absolute angel. My reason for living. Oh, I'm terribly sorry for getting carried away like that. I think the Holy Jumanji sword is getting jealous, so let us stop here for today.
What was that? I mean, I know what it was, but damn. Boy. So, we want more Anko. Oh yeah, she's at the bottom now because Moko's dead. Sadness. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm so tired. Once I'm back in my room, I'll take a shower or something. As I walked down the hallway after that day's activities, I felt someone approaching. Oh. If it isn't Sir Takumi, your reign of terror ends here. Am I the villain now? Anyway, are you heading back to your room too? Indeed, the Holy Jumonji sword wishes to play cards tonight. A sword that can play card games. I didn't even know what to say to that. Then I felt something else. What is it? I thought I felt someone staring at me for a moment. Did you see anything, Kyoshka? I did feel a presence now that you mention it, but it was too brief to make out. We looked all around, but didn't see anything suspicious. Okay, it was probably just our imagination. We should get back soon. We were right next to the morgue, and I didn't feel like lingering around there at night. Yoshika and I headed to the roof together and went to our rooms. Day 49 of my school life flew by. Just like that. Justice, just like that. Justice, just like that. Justice, get that.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 50th day of active service here at Last Defense. Your step in honor of the occasion. I've unlocked the core. I've also prepared a special. I'll give them to you in.
No, you won't. It was day 50. Technically the halfway point, but it felt like we still had a really long way to go. For now, I guess I'll go to the cafeteria. When I reached the cafeteria, everyone else was there too, having breakfast. Despite what the announcement said, the courtyard was already unlocked a long time ago.
And where's the present he promised to give us? Are you saying there's no gift? No, everything is lies, everything is lies. So duh.
Any gift from a piece of scrap metal like that wouldn't be worth a second glance anyway. Darn it! Not getting something we were supposed to get makes me feel like I've lost out. Can't we at least get a better breakfast than usual? You can use the ration-o-matic for that.
Huh?
I'm not talking about the actual food. More like the vibe, you know?
Aha!
So, a breakfast party. You're the type of party animal with an idealized image of Christmas, aren't you? Who said anything about Christmas? Even if I was, what's wrong with that? I grew up dirt poor and never got to enjoy special events before.
Party people of the world should just drop dead, but parties themselves should live on forever.
It's such a classy move for someone to die at a party during a blackout. Yo-ho-ho! No need to carry on, please. Moko just died. You should really show some respect and Rain. Is that the right Rain? Maybe it is. Yeah, Rain with a G is a different Rain. I think? Well, either way, Rain in your killing game fantasy for a while. How long are you peons going to stay dark and gloomy for? It's getting too moldy anyhow for my noble olfactory senses. Do you really think Moko would want us tiptoeing around her death like a bunch of gawky gorillas in a minefield?
Excuse me, watch who you're calling gawky, tomato head.
So the gorilla part gets a pass? She's right, though. Moko always hated it when the mood got too somber. Verily, not Mady Loco, Lady Moko was the epitome of good cheer, always putting me in a sleeper choke with the brightest smile on her face.
That doesn't sound cheery at all.
What I'm trying to say is, Moko would be happier to see us having fun, throwing loud parties instead of moping around.
Huh?
In that case, we should definitely do it. Does everyone agree? Yeah, I don't see why not, now that the murderer Yugamu ain't around anymore. If that's what the team leader wants. A party would be nice, for a change. Then without further ado, let us party the day away. You don't have to tell me twice. I'll go get everything ready. One thing led to another, and before we knew it, we'd decided to throw a party that night to celebrate making it day 50. We weren't going to do anything special, just eat whatever we could get the ration-o-matic to spit out. We busied ourselves with the decorating and other preparations, and the time for the party soon arrived. Aha! Wow, this is unexpectedly nice. The fruits of our combined labor. Even the Holy Jumonji sword approves. We went all out since we're doing this to celebrate Moko's memory. Pretty nice, huh? Don't be shy, everyone. Eat as much as you want. Gaku directed the food preparation, and I helped. My dear sisters, canapes are to die for. They're also chocolate kimchi, fish roe custard, and liver sashimi whipped cream. Are you sure they're not penalties for losing a bet? The menu makes it clear this is a party for the unwashed masses, but I suppose I could lower myself once in a while. You do have caviar, yes? Wine goes well with caviar. Unfortunately, this place isn't stocked with alcohol.
Of course not. What if there was an attack? I thought you were supposed to be the model student around here.
Can we get this party started already? The food's gonna get cold.
Has anyone seen the party poppers? I thought we made some earlier.
Oh, sorry, we did make some using the gift-o-matic, but I forgot to take them out of the machine.
Why is this starting to sound familiar?
By way of apology, please put my useless body in a cannon and blow me up as dirty fireworks instead.
Okay, never mind. It's no need for that. I'll go get them. You said you left them in the gift-o-matic, right? Wait, did this exact thing happen last time? What? But Takumi, don't worry about it, Shoma. Just stay here and have some fun, okay? This is feeling familiar. The gift-o-matic is in the rec room. That's on the 3rd floor. Nope, not this way. I need to head to the rec room on the 3rd floor. Which we're gonna do next time, citizens, because until then, I'm afraid this is gonna have to be. Well.